return those saddle pads.
The Ohio Harness Horsemen's Association presents Ohio County Fair Racing. Ohio County Fair Racing is presented by the Ohio State University Veterinary Medical Center, Big D Tack and Vet Supply, Cool Winds Farms, thestable.ca, and Midland Acres. Now let's go trackside for all the action.
Racing fans, and welcome to the Pickaway County Fair in Circleville, Ohio. Here for day 2 of racing. 18 great races to bring you. Chris Sancaterina is behind the camera, Mike Langer and myself, Susan Schroeder. Set for a great day.
A great day. A great, nice, warm, beautiful day. We got a little breeze here. We moved back a row in the grandstand, so we are all shaded today.
All shaded.
And we're probably going to be here until about 6 o'clock. So if you're anywhere close to 23 or 33 or Lancaster or Columbus, got plenty of time to get down here and join us for what promises to be a great afternoon of harness racing.
Absolutely. We've got 112 horses in those 18 races, 52 different trainers bringing them to the fair to race. Betty Clegg, again, is going to be the busiest trainer on the ground. She's got 12 in. Brett Schwartz has got 10. Brian Georges has got 5. So everybody's going to be busy and a little bit warm back in those barns, but I know they have fans on for the horses, and they give them plenty of cold water. You'll see a lot of grooms with wet shirts on, because when you're putting that cold water on a horse's head, it tends to run down your arm and make your shirt wet.
On the driving side, Austin Hanners leads the pack with about 12 scheduled for the day. Nick Clegg with about 9 or 10. Luke was originally only listed for 4, but I think since we sat down, he's picked up 3.
Some, yeah.
Some of those are due to the accident last night at Scioto Downs. Everybody is going to be recovering from that okay, and we wish them all well. Jeff Neisinger has about 9 in here as well. Dan Noble is with us today, although I saw he came off of a horse in the first race, so I'm not sure if that's going to change for the rest of the program as well. But yeah, it's going to be a great day. We have a really cool feature race at the end of our program this afternoon, the Steamin' Demon 4-year-old pace with a purse of $10,000. And it features horses that, with very few exceptions, have all been racing anywhere from 149 to 152. And, we get out here, we get a nice warm day like this at the dry track, and we look back at the track records. What did you tell me yesterday? What was the track record here for pacers?
For the trot, the track record is 29 years old, but we have the track record on the pace is 157 flat, co-owned by Meadowland Boza and New Beginnings. So we that's some.
That might be within reach. 157.
157. It very well could be.
It could be. We had one race yesterday under 2 minutes, I think.
Yep.
So yeah, it's going to be a great afternoon.
Yesterday, our leading driver of the day was Austin Hanners with 4 wins, and our leading trainer of the day yesterday was Betty Clegg with 3. So we'll just keep adding on to those for today and see what we come up with. I think the horses are gathering up. We've got 3 of them out there.
Perfect. Shall we?
Yeah. Get started
After
on
you. Sure.
Got a few driver changes in this race for you. This is the first division of the 3-year-old colt pace, or the purse of $3,034. Remember, that sounds low, but that's because there are many divisions this early in the season. The total purse for this race is $15,170. Dragon Medicine and Luke Hanners from the rail. Earl Owings is the trainer. Richard Owings, the owner. This is a Fear the Dragon colt out of Modern Medicine, who is a Jenna's Beach boy. This horse has had 4 starts this year, 1 win. That was in 55 at Scioto Downs, but 2 starts back. Pace a mile in 54 flat at Scioto Downs with last quarter in 28 seconds.
What's most impressive about that guy is last year was 13 out of 14 in the money, and had a mark of under 2 minutes at Piketon. And let me tell you, that is some heck of an accomplishment down there. The 2-horse, McCardle's Chat. Hank Levan picks up the drive for Tyler Cook. This is McCardle gelding out of the mare Chatsnap by Western Terror. 17 lifetime starts, no wins yet. This year, 9 starts, 1 second, 1 third place finish. Mike Feechans from Arcanum, Ohio is the owner of this 3-year-old.
Okay, we got some more driver changes in.
Horses turn, take them back, post parade, get you, bring them right on, long score, we're going to the gate. Just have them ready for the second,
Looks like they are all out, so let's just hang back talking about the horses until we get them coming this way so we can make those driver changes for you.
Horses are on the track for the first race.
You know,
Colt Racing Association, year-old Cold and Gelding. Total purse $15,170. Division for $3,034. Memorial. These are the horses. Number 1, driven by Austin Anders. Number 2, McCardle's Chad, Hank Levan, the driver. Number 3 is Dragon's Better, driven by David Young, the second. Ronnie Gillespie drives the 4, Legend of a King. Number 5 is Dark Corona with Scott Ferguson. State Luke Anders. And off the second tier will be the 7 in his time, Tim Johnson in the sulky. Play show, Exacta Quinella, daily double wagering on. Go to the gate in just 3 minutes. In the second race, number 1, West.
Damage, the driver, Luke Anders. Luke Anders drives number 1, Western Damage, in the second race.
Okay, so we're going to go, we got a couple changes for you. I did not catch one of them, but the 1, Dragon Medicine, is now going to be driven by Austin Hanners, the 2 by Hank Levan, the 6 by Luke Hanners, the 7 by Tim Johnson, and I did not catch the 3. Who is going to be on the 3?
I didn't catch that one either.
Oh, somebody else on there too. So we'll see them as they go by.
And we can make you a promise. This is going to happen again today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there will be a number of changes. Hey, before we forget, quick Father's Day wish to all the daddies out here today. Hope everybody gets to spend as much time as they can with their families, and wish you all a happy Father's Day.
No place I think my dad would rather see me than at a fair track.
What a choice, is that right? That's awesome.
So Dragon's Better has the 3 holes. Steve Carter, trainee. Friedland, Lindsay, and Carsey are the owners. This is a Fear the Dragon out of Better Than Graduate, who is a Better Than Cheddar. This horse has had 5 starts this year, 1 win in 56 and 3, and also won a qualifying race earlier in the year in 55 and 4.
Number 4, Legend of a King. Ronnie Gillespie is in the bike for Sean Mayhew. This is a bit of a legend colt out of the mare King by Mistake by All-American Captor. And this is the first lifetime start. This is a local one. Sean is a Circleville resident, so I'm sure there's a few of them in the grandstand here. We'll hope that he gets a good trip and a safe drive and a good round of applause with a good performance today.
And Sean is also the treasurer of the Pickaway County Fair, so he's a really busy guy this week also. Dark Corona and Scott Ferguson from the 5. Scott is also the trainer and the owner. This is a Dancing Yankee out of Dark Fiber, who's by Arts Place. Has had 1 qualifying start this year. No starts as a 2-year-old. 1 qualifying start where he paced his mile at Hoosier Park in 2 minutes and 3/5.
Number 6, Buckeye State. Luke Hanners for Brett Schwartz. Brett is the trainer as well as the owner. This is a Yankee Cruiser gelding. It's out of Sunshine State by Dragon again. 5 starts this year, nothing to show for it. And number 7 is In His Time. Tim Johnson gets the drive for Betty Clegg on this Fear the Dragon gelding out of We Adore Thee by Western Terror. And Betty is, of course, the trainer. 5 starts this year, nothing happened in there. Let's send it up to Doug for the call of this afternoon's first race. You're with OHHA live at the Pickaway County Fair. Welcome to Harness Racing.
For the first division of the Tish Arledge Memorial, here they come. Enter off stride. Medicine momentarily. He's back down. Outside comes out. McCardle's Chat, Dragon Medicine at the miscue is third. Buckeye State on the outside looking for Pylon fourth. Then comes Legend of a King fifth. In his time is sixth. And Buckeye State will be the traitor as they head up the backside going to the opening quarter. That's McCardle's Chat showing the way. Dragon's Medicine is second. Third as they head down the backside. Buckeye State racing next is Legend of a King into the turn in his time. And Dark Corona trails the field as they race past the opening quarter in 30 and a fifth. Field of Pacers in straight alignment as they race around the turn. McCardle's Chat fronts the field and leads it by a length. Dragon's Medicine is second. Racing next is Dragon's Better as they come into the lane first time and come on over to the half. Buckeye State, Legend of a King in his time, and the traitor Dark Corona. The field still in straight alignment, but the outer flow begins to develop. Dragon Medicine the first to move, and Buckeye will pick up that cover. At the half, McCardle's Chat has them halfway home in 102 and 4/5. Dragon Medicine is outside is second. In the inside, Dragon in the of a King fifth. Second to last is in his time. Seventh and last is Dark Corona as they head up the backside and go to the three quarters. We got a new leader, Dragon Medicine, and Austin Henner's clear to the front. McCardle's Chat gives way second. Here comes Buckeye State on the outside. Now third. Dragon's Better. Three quarters. 133 and 1. They circle the far turn. Dragon Medicine by 2. McCardle's Chat second. Buckeye State is third. Dragon's Better is fourth. Legend of a King fifth. Down the stretch a pace. It's Dragon Medicine and Austin Henners to take the opener on a Father's Day here at the Pickaway County Fair. The mile 201, 3/5.
201 and 3.
That's what he said.
Last quarter in
Wow.
28 and 2. Wow, they're flying. I was impressed with a 30 and 1 first quarter.
Yes.
That was some race. It got off to a great start with McCardle's Chat taking the lead at the into the first turn, and the 3 Dragon's Better sitting right behind. As they came close to the half, Dragon Medicine had pulled to the outside, as did Buckeye State with Luke. Had a second over trip there when they hit the half. But they pretty much stayed 1, 2, 6, and 3 once they got to the backstretch, and Luke Austin just really opened it up and is kind of picking up where he left off yesterday.
Absolutely. We know that Doug Ballinger is cutting out a little bit here and there. We can hear it up here, but there's nothing that we found that's going to fix that yet. So just be patient, and Chris will work on that. But I don't know if it's when he turns or something, but it just kind of punches out. You know, he punches out at a minute here and there. So coming back to the winner's circle, the connections of Dragon Medicine. That's Earl Owings. Trains
Back in front of the
and
stands to
drives.
the winner's circle. Here's one of the first race. Number 1, Dragon Medicine. Out of the Jenna's moderate but Richard Owings. Austin Henners gets the winning drive. Austin's first of the day, his 5th of the meet here at the Pickaway County Fair as Dragon Medicine takes the first division of the Tish Arledge Memorial for 3-year-old Colt and Gelding Pacers. Here's the way they finish the first. The 1, Dragon Medicine, the winner. 2, McCardle's Chat, 2. 3, Dragon's Better, 4. Number 4, Legend of a King, 5. 5, Dark Corona, 7. Number 6, Buckeye State, 3 in the 7. In his time, 6. The mile, 201, 3/5. 30 and a 5th, 102 and 4, 133 and 1. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 3, 6 on the bottom.
Great first race. Pretty exciting. We will get the lineup ready for you for the second shortly, and we'll be back right after a short break. Thanks for being with us.
On the second, 1 change. Number 1, Western Damage. Make the driver Luke.
Pickaway County Fair in Circleville, Ohio has a long and complex history. After the first fair in 1834, a period of 2 decades elapsed before the next fair would take place. That pattern continued for the occasional fair over the next 60 years. It wasn't until 1944 when the youth of the county pushed for a junior fair to be hosted annually. An agricultural society was formed and land was purchased. The junior exhibits proved successful, finally giving the fair stability and permanency. Within 2 years, a half-mile track was built and complete with floodlights and an 80-foot wide homestretch. It was said to be one of the finest in the state, attracting great horsemen from all over. The Pickaway County Harness Club was created in 1948. Over time, a man by the name of John Fissel would become the driving force behind the club. He hosted 4 matinees at the fairgrounds as fundraisers for the grandstand that is now dedicated to him and his wife, Jean. Fissel served as the Pickaway Race Secretary for 45 years and even worked several times as a parole judge at the Little Brown Jug. Today, Pickaway County Fair is a member of the Ohio Colt Racing Association and hosts 3 days of live harness racing.
Hi, I'm Dean Gillespie, and I want to tell you about the Ohio Colt Racing Association. There's 19 member fairs, and they sponsor the Partial Futurity in Greenville, Ohio. You need to race in the OCRA. Great racetracks, great people. Bring the kids and come out to the fair, and remember, fair time is fun time.
Welcome back, everybody. We've just checking the Facebook feed. We've got people from all over, from Orangeville, Ontario, Canada, Lima, Seneca Lake, Eaton, Van Wert, Morristown, Urbana, Cannonsburg, PA. I know who that is. Another one from Ontario, Patriot, Indiana, Chillicothe.
Do I know who that
Indiana.
is?
We all know who that is.
Yeah, we all know who that is. Be there.
So thanks, everybody, for watching, letting us know where you're from. We always appreciate that. It's fun to find out where everybody is tuning in. Now remember, you can go to harnessracingohio.com and find your program for the day. Go to harnessracingohio.com and click on the Pickaway County Fair, and you'll be able to download that program. We only put them up an hour ahead of time, and that's to make sure that the local people, whoever is selling programs at the fairs, gets to reap those benefits. We don't want you bringing one of our programs into the fair. You really want to come here and get one of these programs because they're an absolutely beautiful program.
Yeah, they really are nice. You know, I have to, I will admit this. When I heard that the program was $3 when I got here yesterday, I said to myself, gosh, it's just a shame. I mean, 2 people come in and it's $3. It's $6 for 2 people to get a program. And then I got it in my hands. And they do a really nice job. They do a nice job. The sponsors have laid out whatever it is they've laid out to print that thing. And and it's a nice piece of paper. It really is. Yeah,
it's always got some stories in it. I haven't seen one yet this year, but beautiful cover. It's a cover you could frame.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really, really pretty.
Yeah, it sure is.
That's always been, we talked about Sean Mayhew being the Pickaway County treasurer, but his wife Regina is the one that lays out the program. So does a really good job.
That's great. That's great.
We'll take a look at some of the horses in this race. Well, we'll look at all of them, actually. This is the second division of the 3-year-old Colt Pace, purse of $3,034, the Tish Arledge Memorial. The one is Western Damage. Luke Hanners will drive. Scott Ferguson is the trainer, and Toop Stable from New Carlisle, Ohio is the owner. This is a Western vintage gelding out of Real, who's by Real Desire. First start of the year, had 10 starts last year, 1 win, but that win was a pretty good one. 1 in 56-4 as a 2-year-old at Dayton, and did qualify at Hoosier Park in 58-3.
Number 2 is Impactful Stretch. David Young, the second, for Steven Swadsel. Count Wolf from Syracuse, Ohio, is the owner. This is a Do Me That Again gelding out of the mare Split Screen by third straight. 5 starts this year, nothing to show for it. 12 last year with a win and 2 third-place finishes. Good luck to Impactful Stretch.
Somewhere Up. Nick Clegg is scheduled to drive for trainer-owner Betty Clegg. This is a lather up out of Somewhere Sunny, who is a some beach somewhere.
Oh, boy.
Ray did race at Paulding, finished 5th, made a little break at the 3/4 pole, paced in 2, 4, and 4, but week before that at Northfield in the Buckeye Stallion Series, paced a mile in 57 and 3.
Number 4 is Dance and Scoot. Roy Wilson for Kent Saunders, who trains and owns this Dance and Yankee gelding by Robin Scoot out of I Scoot Hanover. 8 starts this year, nothing good to show for it. 14 last year with 6 times in the money in a market 2 minutes at Urbana.
Fearlicious and Jason Beatty have the 5-hole. Bobby Joe Brewer is the trainer. Michelle Herman and Matthew Kiesler are the owners of this Fear the Dragon out of the Western Ideal mare Jersey Licious. Sold at the the Ohio Selected Sale for $10,000 as a yearling. No starts this year. Had 7 starts last year, 1/3. Did pace a mile last year in 59 and 3.
Number 6, Obi-Wan Kobe. Jeff Neisinger is the trainer and the driver for this 3-year-old gelding owned by Kathy Gorby from Huntsville. Fear the Dragon, the father, Always Sunday, the mom, Liz Marie, Grandpa, 8 starts this year. A win last week at Paulding by 6 lengths in 2:01 and 1 with Doc Holliday in the bike for Kathy last week. And 10 starts last year, 5 times in the money with seconds and thirds only.
Stars Over Sydney will score from the 2nd tier. Austin Hanners is scheduled to drive for trainer Brett Schwartz. Owners are Schwartz, Lyric, and Fagan. This is a Yankee Cruiser out of Megastar, who is by 4 Stars Shark. Has had 6 starts this year. Has not won a race, has had 2 seconds, but really been pacing some big miles. He was in the Knappenberger late closer at Scioto Downs. Pace a mile in 53 and another one in 53 and 3, so some good miles.
Yeah, would not be surprised to see Austin close to the finish line early on in this one as well. And Brett always brings good horses out to the fairgrounds, and Austin obviously on a little bit of a heater. He will sit behind his brother Luke on the 1, and they'll get off to a clean start. The last time that Luke drove the 1 horse, he won with this horse at Dayton. Let's take it upstairs to Doug for the introduction of the horses officially for this afternoon's 2nd race.
Number 1 is Western Damage, the driver Luke Hanners. Number 2, Impactful Stretch, David Young, the 2nd drives. Nick Clegg driving to 3, Somewhere Up. Number 4, Dancin' Scoot with Roy Wilson. Number 5, Fearlicious with Jason Beatty. Number 6 is Obi-Wan Kobe, Jeff Neisinger, the driver. And rounding out the field, the 7 Stars Over Sydney will come off the 2nd tier. Austin Hanners in the sulky.
Play show exacta. Drive active. 1 elevate 3. They're going to the gate in 3 minutes. Don't be shut out.
That's me. Thanks, Chris. How you doing up there? Look at him. He looks like a Star Wars invader almost with those glasses, doesn't he? Where are you going on vacation in July that you can't be at the 84 fairs we have to cover?
It's in August.
Illinois State Fair. That'll be awesome. They still have racing over there when you're going to be there, or is that just they do? Yeah. Awesome. A good-looking race coming up here. We talked about the 7 Stars Over Sydney. Got the fastest times of any of the guys that are in this race. And we started to mention that Luke, the last time he drove this 1 horse, who he has on today, Western Damage, was at Dayton for $7,500 back in December. And he left out of the 5-hole with the horse. So if he leaves today and Austin gets out behind him, it should be a pretty clean trip for the 7 horse. We'll see how that shakes out. If we can keep this breeze up, this is going to be pretty pleasant. Yesterday we sat in the second row down here in the grandstand, and half of our bodies were in the sun and half of them were in the shade. But we are all shaded today again, and it is a beautiful day in Circleville, Ohio. And the grandstand is about half full, so that's a great sign.
Yeah, I was thinking we might have to squish in a little bit more because we're
taking up too much space.
A lot of space.
Well, we got a lot of bags, you know.
We do. We come fully loaded.
We
that's
do
for
come
sure.
fully loaded. We do come fully loaded. Oh, you're okay, Chris. It's all right. You don't want to give it too much room in here. People, they'll block out our view.
Well, it is a nice crowd today. Like you said, it's just a beautiful day, and I think everybody likes to come and hear the Pumpkin Show band, too. That's a big treat for everybody here.
Yeah, they're pretty good. They had me dancing before that. Yeah, that was kind of cool. Hey, horses are slowly headed towards Mike's starting gate.
Final call to wager on the second.
Let's send it up to Doug Ballinger for the call. 3-year-old Colt and Geldings, the second division of 5. Total purse $15,170. This is the Tish Arledge Memorial. Doug Ballinger to call the second race.
Second race, second division, Tish Arledge Memorial. Field is 7, all in behind the Mike Wepkenberg starting gate. Here they come. They were off and pacing somewhere up, going for the lead between horses. Western on the inside. Damage comes out in second. Up the inside. Stars over Sydney from the second tier. Obi-Wan Kobe on the outside looking for a pylon. Dancing Scoot hung out for. Impactful Stretch is fifth as they race around the turn. Fearlicious at the back. Up the backside to the opening quarter they go. And somewhere up. And Nick Clegg showed the way by a length. Western Damage is second. Dancing Scoot races third. Stars over Sydney is fourth. Impactful Stretch is next. Fearlicious is second to last, and Obi-Wan Kobe trails through an opening split in 30 3/5. Field of Pacers in straight alignment, and somewhere up shows the way by a length. Western Damage right there, second. Third, Dancing Scoot into the lane first time, racing behind Dancing Scoot. Impactful Stretch is fourth. Then comes Fearlicious, Obi-Wan Kobe. They're halfway home, and somewhere up has a link lead over Western Damage. First to move, here comes Austin Hanners. Stars over Sydney was fourth, now third, now second. Dancing Scoot buried fourth. 101 4/5. Impactful Stretch picks up the cover on the outside as they head up the backside. It's somewhere up in Nick Clegg by 2. Western Damage is second on the outside. Stars over Sydney third. Dancing Scoot is fourth. Racing fifth on the outside. Impactful Stretch. The Trader Fearlicious, the midpoint of the backside. They're at 3/4 and somewhere up by 3 parts of a length. Stars over Sydney pouring on the pressure. Western Damage is third. Dancing Scoot fourth. 132 2. They circle the far turn. They come to the top of the stretch in the Tish Arledge. It's somewhere up. Stars over Sydney. They're coming from everywhere. Western Damage the inside. Obi-Wan Kenobi from way back. Dancing Scoot coming to the line. Dancing Scoot the outside. Western up. Somewhere up. And Stars over Sydney very tight. Photo all the way.